Guys, this video would be a follow-up about all the NFT based games which I had posted about recently. And so I'll be covering MOBOX and Strains and Doctor Who. And I'll be talking about what have been the key updates and developments on these games during the last couple of days. So, starting off with the first uh, project called MOBOX, as I had mentioned in my previous videos, that I was really bullish on this project because of the different options they had offered related to passive income and the games which they had in their pipeline, which they had promised would give additional earnings to people holding their native tokens called Momos, which are NFT based game characters. And as I had mentioned in my previous videos, that I had been collecting more momos. So now I have three rare momos and also some more of the common varieties which have a lower hash power. And over the last couple of weeks, I had been using most of the passive income I was getting through mining of these NFTs to upgrade my rare momos so their hash power goes even higher. But one concern I have related to this mining rewards is that a month back, when I just started off with this project, the rewards were much higher. That they were about 30 M boxes per day. So if somebody has close to 1,000 hash power with all his momos combined, he could have expected to earn somewhere around more close to $1,000, because that time even each mbox token was worth close to, and at some point even more than $2. It has now fallen, and one main reason why the Momo NFT rates and mbox token rate, as well as their other native token, which is the key token, which is used to unbox the NFT, they have been falling over the last week or so, is mainly because people are concerned about this declining rate in their mining rewards, and this means a lower demand, and lower demand means a fall in rate. So earlier, where it will cost more than 1,500 to $2,000 to get a good hash power rare momo, now it has reduced to levels of $300. And if there is not much demand for their new game which they recently launched, I think it might fall even further. So I think a lot will depend how the final version of their game comes. A main update which they did during the last couple of days is they launched this Token Master Momo, which is a alpha release of their first game. So, starting off with the good aspects about this alpha release is that I think credit is due for the development team, because it shows that it can work on very short deadlines, and they have released the alpha version very quickly. And I think it is, looking at a alpha release, I think it's quite decent, because within this game they've included three sub games. The first one just involves staking of all the momos you hold, and you will keep getting the in-game rewards, which is in this gold token, which keeps getting generated every minute or so depending on how many momos you hold. The second game is called Momopoly, which is like a roulette, and this is like a spin-off on the Monopoly game, where your token moves through the game board and you collect random rewards. But this is purely luck based. There is no skill or upgrade required here. So I'm personally not very interested in this, but maybe some people who like these kind of slot or roulette based game, they might find it enjoyable. The main game for this token master is called this plunder, where you would be randomly matched against an opponent. And here, as you can see, I think the noise level is very high for this game. Sometimes it just shoots up. And when you play this game, you would see that your three selected momos would fight against the opponent's three momos. And here, they've planned some good features, like, you can upgrade some skills depending on the gems you have collected, and which will give some special abilities to your Momos, like they can defend an attack or they can recover their health. So I think in terms of gameplay, it's quite decent. But now I'll come to the aspects which I was really disappointed about this alpha release of this game. That's mainly about how they have distributed the rewards. So as you can see, of the 50,000 MBOX tokens they've planned for this week-long alpha release campaign, they have given the bulk to their top 10 users. So the moment you scroll down from the top 10 users, you will see that it just starts to trickle down. And the moment you go further down, closer to 100 or so, you'll see that the rewards just die out. So, and another thing is that I think they need to tweak and fix their how the your coins are lost or you gain when playing a game. For example, if I step out of this game for a couple of hours, I'll come back to see that I was attacked by some random other opponents, and all my gold coins have disappeared. And so, as you can see, currently I'm here at about a rank of 465, which will give me a reward of zero, which I think is real. It basically means that even with people who are holding a good amount of Momo tokens, which are at a higher levels, there is no guarantee you'll get any decent rewards. And I hope in the final release of this game they improve it. And Momopoly, like I mentioned, it's completely random. But here, just because in a random spin, I got a good score in this. So here I'm getting some rewards, but this is something again which I'll say this is just luck based. This is not guaranteed. It can be zero, it can be higher. So this again, I think was not very convincing for me. And for the main game, Plunder Rank, I have been playing this regularly over the last couple of days for because you get chances which get regenerated every hour or so. But here also you can see that the rewards are mainly for the top 10 players, and they are very unevenly distributed across the players. And as you scroll down, it just starts diminishing, and as you can see, currently I'm around 200, and it's hardly anything, it's negligible. So I don't know if they will how much they will improve, because the team is saying that when the final game release happens they will improve the reward. But I think they need to fix this distribution level across the users, because if they are going to have like 50,000, 20,000 users, and they see that the rewards are only for the top 10, then this will promote the whales. The people would be incentivized to spend more to boost their earnings in this game to be in the top 10 or so, and majority of the players will get nothing. I think if their final release of the game is as disappointing as this alpha release, I think they are going to see a mass dumping of their Momo NFTs, because people are just going to move out of this, because they'll see that the staking rewards in the main mining, they are going down every day, getting low and low. And if the game is not also giving decent rewards, and I think then it will offer no incentive for people to hold on to these Momo NFTs, and they'll start just dumping it in the marketplace, and it will cause the prices to fall even more. And but that said, I think I've still not given up on MOBOX. I'm still holding my momos, as you can see, because I'm still waiting to see how the final release of the game is, if they are able to come up with a good reward structure for all their users. And if that happens, I'll continue to hold on to investing in this game. But if I see that they are not making any efforts to reward a large pool of their users, then I think I'll start shifting my funds out of MOBOX to other projects, because I think there are a lot of other competing projects offering better rewards. So if their gameplay is not offering decent rewards, then I'll start shifting and selling my momos and moving to other projects. Now I'll like to talk about the other project which I started investigating recently, which is called Strains. And in my last video, I had mentioned that I just bought a couple of strains, and but now recently over the last couple of days, I have bought many more. I have now bought 10 NFTs. And one good thing which I like about this project is it has a fixed reward rate. Every day you get a set amount of their native strains token, and it is not from a fixed lot like MOBOX that will keep going down as the number of users increase. Irrespective of the number of users on the platform, you will get a fixed amount of rewards per day, which I think is really good, and that's why over the coming weeks, I'm planning to buy more of these NFTs. And currently, I have the basic plans, which have the lowest growth rate of about 24 strains tokens per day. But I'm planning to buy more higher level plants. But as you can see, the plants which have a higher growth rate, they are much more expensive. So I'm planning to use some of my income from MOBOX and other similar games and save it up to buy a higher growth rate plant. And also, they have an option to farm where you can pool in your strings token you have collected into the liquidity pool. This also I've started so that you can earn their native seeds token. So over the coming weeks, I plan to invest more in strains. And one good development which they have done over the last couple of days is that recently they had announced that they would put a cap of generation 50 on which NFTs can be used to breed more plant-based NFTs, but they've decided to put it on hold because many people in their community complained that they recently bought a higher generation NFT and they were not aware of this change happening suddenly. And they've responded to this feedback from this community and decided to put this on hold, which I think is a good gesture on behalf of the team, which shows that they are reciprocating to the inputs they receive from their user community. But that said, I'm still focusing on collecting lower generation plant NFTs because I think for now they have put this move on hold. But I think in future, at some point, they would put a limit or a cap on which generation can be used to breed more NFTs because they would want to avoid a situation of inflation where there are too many NFTs flooding their market because they've mentioned in their roadmap they want to keep the game deflationary so their tokens keep increasing in value. Let's see how their version 3 release pans out, which is planned for early June. But I think right now they're progressing well on their roadmap. I'll now move to the third game, which I talked about, which is Doctor Who. And as I had mentioned in my last video, that I had purchased a special edition pack because I had mentioned that the special edition will definitely go up in value much more compared to the standard pack because their core pack has an infinite supply, but these limited editions have a very low supply, and that's why they're getting sold out very fast. And last week I had mentioned that I had bought the special edition pack uh, of this variety, which is now already sold out because here you can see that you will be able to see this special cover only in their marketplace, but now it's not available for purchase directly. So over the next week, I'm planning to buy one pack of this Machines of War because I think in the coming days it also might get sold out, and so that's the reason why currently I'm not buying any core pack. And even if you think that currently you might not have some free crypto available which you can invest, even then I would recommend you to join this portal because currently they have a reward structure where they are giving out daily rewards to all the people registered on their portal. So you can save up some money from that and buy a basic pack. I think in the coming weeks, at some point, they will stop this daily incentive because I think as the number of users grow on their site, it will be difficult for them to maintain this scheme. So I will put my referral link in the description section. So if you have still not joined Doctor Who, this is one project I'll definitely recommend you to join because I think once this game launches, it will definitely grow exponentially because Doctor Who is currently the most stable project in NFT gaming, in my opinion, because it is backed by BBC, which is a very reputed media company. So this project will not be a scam or a rug pull. It will be stable, and even if we enter into a bearish phase in the overall crypto industry, they would have stable funding to continue with their road plan. In my future videos, I'll be talking about some other NFT games which I'm planning to review, like Mist and Rune. If there is any other NFT based gaming which you think is very promising and is worth checking out, do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.